So is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
This is question number 9. So I'll first read out the question. One second. Yes, see the question. Shruti maintains her books of accounts from incomplete records. Her books provide the following information. So the owner is Shruti here, and he says clearly that they are maintaining the books of records according to single entry system. See the details what he has given. He has given all the ledger balances, and the second column shows the balances as on 1st April 2015. And the next column shows all balances on 31st March 2016. So what does this information convey now? What do we need to do? Seeing at this table, what do you understand?
Opening and closing capitals.
Yes, we need to, it clearly indicates that we need to prepare statement of affairs to calculate both the opening as well as the closing capitals. That means in this question, he has not given us opening capital, neither has he given us the closing capital. He has given us ledger balances for both the dates. So we will prepare opening statement of affairs, we will prepare closing statement of affairs, calculate both the capitals, and then we will go to the statement of profit. Right? See the remaining information. We'll first look at these balances. Tell me which is an asset and which is a liability. Cash.
Ma'am, asset.
Asset. Bills receivable.
Asset.
Asset. Debtors.
Asset. Asset.
Asset. Yes. Stock.
Asset.
Asset. Investments.
Asset.
Asset. Furniture.
Asset.
Asset. And creditors.
Liability.
So we have all assets except for one liability. And here bills receivable and investment is given as blank. So what does it mean? That means when we are doing the opening capital, we do not have any bills receivable, we do not have any investment. These two items are there at the end of the year. But when we started the year, these items were not there. Right? So when you're doing opening statement of affairs, you will not write bills receivable and investments as there is no value given for them. See the remaining information. She withdrew rupees 500 per month for personal expenses. So what is this value?
Drawings.
Drawings. And how much should we take?
6,000.
We need to take 6,000 because he is given 500 per month. So the total amount comes to 500 into 12, that is 6,000. See the next information. She sold her investments of rupees 16,000 at 5% premium and introduced the amount into business. What does this line mean? Introduce the amount
Additional
into business. Yes, that means this is the additional capital introduced. So what she did for additional capital, she sold her investments. See, last time I was telling you, it is immaterial for us. How did she arrange the money? So right now also, whether she sold investments or whether she sold her land or building or furniture, it is immaterial. She brought additional capital that is required. But along with selling investment, she is telling us some extra information. She says her investments were for 16,000. She sold them at a premium of 5%. So what do we do now? That means her investments of 16,000 were sold at 5% extra. So calculate that 5% of 16,000. 5% of 16,000 will be 800. That means the sale value of investment is 16,800, not only 16,000. Is that clear to everyone? So when you are taking additional capital introduced into the business, you will take 16,800 because investments are 16,000, but she sold them at a premium of 5%. So 16,800 is the amount which she received, and that amount she introduced into the business. So that is the only difficult part in the problem. Otherwise, the problem is simple. You are required to prepare a statement of profit or loss for the year ending 31st March 2016. So is the problem simple? Any other difficulty in the problem? Yes or no? Yes, anyone has any other difficulty in the problem? Is it simple now?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, then we will start, put the headings first. First, we need to start with the opening statement of affairs of Shruti. And the date is as on 1st April 2015. That is my first heading. Next heading would be closing statement of affairs of Shruti as on 31st March 2016. And then statement of profit or loss again of Shruti for the year ended 31st March 2016. Right, so all the headings are ready. We will quickly put the details first in the opening statement. Everyone knows how to prepare the opening statement, right? We only have to put the items which are under assets in the assets column, which are liabilities in the liabilities column. So I will take here cash is given to me as 1200. The next item is given as bills receivable. See, you already told me these are assets. I'm taking it in the
Ma'am, we
asset
don't
side.
have bills receivable in opening.
Yeah, bills receivable is not there, so I will not take that. I'm sorry. Just leave it because it's given blank there. Next item is debtors. So take the amount of debtors. It is 16,800. The next item is stock. All these are assets. So I'm taking it in the asset side. Stock is 22,400. The next item is investments. It is again blank, so I'm leaving that. Next, I have furniture. So I will take the furniture also on the asset side, and the amount is given as 7,500. The last item is creditors. So I need to come to the liabilities side. Creditors is given as 14,900. That's it. Now I've taken all the items. I need to calculate the closing capital. So first tell me the total and then calculate the opening capital. Tell me the totals and tell me the value of opening capital. Quickly, one of you calculate. Opening capital, I'll write it as balancing figure in brackets. So tell me the amount and tell me the totals first. Quick. Tell me the
Mom,
totals.
33,000, mom.
33,000 is the total.
No, mom, the opening capital.
Opening capital is 33,000. Okay, what is the total?
47,900.
Is it 47?
49,000, I guess, mom. 1 second.
Check. One of you check quickly.
47,900.
47,900. That's correct?
Yes, mom.
Okay. So we are done with the opening statement of affairs. The difference between our asset and liability was our opening capital, which is 33,000. Now we need to move forward to our closing capital, right? So we'll see the items. Cash is 1,600. Let me take that. Cash in the asset side is 1,600. The next item after cash, we have bills receivable 2,400. So bills receivable is 2,400. And then next we have debtors. Debtors is 27,200. Debtors 27,200. Sorry. Where am I writing? Sorry. $27,200. Yes, after debtors, we have stock 24,400. So I'll take the stock also here. 24,400. Let's see the next item. We have investments 8,000, furniture also 8,000. Both of them are assets. Investments is 8,000. Again, furniture is also 8,000. And then let's see the next item. The next item is creditors, 11,600. That's the last item. So come to the liabilities side. Creditors, 11,600. Please check if I've taken the amounts correctly or if there is anything else. If I've taken anything by mistake. Check the amounts. I hope all are correct. Yes, so quickly calculate the closing capital and the totals and tell me. So the difference here, I'll call it as closing capital. Closing capital in brackets, I will write it as balancing figure. So tell me the amount of capital.
60,000, ma'am.
60,000 is the closing capital. And what are the totals? Is it 71,600?
Yes, ma'am. 71,600.
71,600 is the closing total on both the sides. So put the total there. 71,600. So we are done with the opening and closing capitals, right? We have our closing capital, we have our opening capital. Now we'll do the remaining problem. Statement of profit is our next heading. So see the next heading. Next heading is your statement of profits. I will start with the closing capital. So first take the closing capital. It's also called as capital at the end, which is 60,000. To this, I will add my drawings, and drawings is given as 500 per month. So I'll multiply with 12 and I will get 6,000 in the outer column. Put the final amount, which is 66,000 after the totals. Then I will deduct the further capital introduced. Less further capital introduced. If you want the working notes, you can write it like this. It is 16,000 plus 16,000 into 5%. Right? So this is the working notes. I'm just writing there so that you remember how did we get this 16,800. So once I deduct this, the value which I will get will be called as my adjusted capital. So I'll write that adjusted capital. So how much would be my adjusted capital? It is 66,000 minus 16,800. So I'm getting 49,200. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will move forward. Less opening capital. And let us see how much is the opening capital. We have already calculated. Opening capital is 33,000. So am I getting a positive answer or a negative answer?
Positive answer.
Positive. And there are no other adjustments in the problem. So this final answer only will be called. This will be only your final answer. So I'll call it as net profit made during the year. So my net profit finally is
16,000.
16,000.
16,200. So that is my net profit. That's it. And my problem is done. Anyone has a doubt, you can ask me. We have done both the statements of capitals, calculated both the profits, and then we have done the statement of profit.